everyone. My name is Lindsey McKinzie, and I'm a technical agronomist with Channel in southeastern Illinois. And the big question right now is, should I go plant? And if I do, what things do I need to be thinking about? So the first question, if I plant today, when can I expect my crop to be up? We do this by calculating the GDUs, or the growing degree units, that we accumulate in a day. So before we go into the calculation, it does take corn approximately 100 GDUs to emerge and soybeans 120. Now, how we calculate our daily GDU accumulation is we take our daily high plus our daily low temperature, divide by 2, and then subtract by 50. So what we can do is take a look at our extended forecast, and we can do some really quick rough math, and we can have an estimated planting date. And of course the weather changes, so this is an approximate date. Now let's say we planted, everything is up, but we did have a cold snap. Should we be thinking about replant? What are the questions we need to ask? And we'll start with corn, because corn is really the easier one of the two crops. And so with corn, the first thing we need to know is our growing point stays underground until approximately V5. And because of that, we are a little more protected against some early cold weather. And so what happens is, let's say we get a cold snap, we look out, our corn looks a little wilty, a little light green, not too great. What I'm going to tell you is we need to wait 3 to 5 days before making a decision. In that time, we will accumulate some heat, and a lot of times the corn will perk up. And with the good thing about corn is, with that growing point underground, once we accumulate that heat, sometimes new growth will come through. And so what we can do after that 3 to 5 day waiting period, we can evaluate our stand and decide, do we need to go in and replant? If the frost was severe enough, then we can make that decision. Corn, it is very important to have the target population stand out there, because final stand is a key component to yield. Now, on the opposite side of this, we have soybeans, a little different conversation. With the growing point in soybeans, it is, once those cotyledons are above ground, it is exposed to the air. And so if we do have what I'm going to consider a killing frost, that would be at 28 degrees Fahrenheit for 3+ hours. That is a killing frost. We still need to wait that 3 to 5 days to see what our final stand is. We need to accumulate some heat, let the soybeans that are going to make it come on through. There will be a very distinct difference after that waiting period. And then what we can do is go in and evaluate soybean stand. Now, the factors that go into that is, how even is our stand, what was our planting day, and what was our target population. Soybeans, with them having the ability to branch later in the season, does give them the ability to compensate for potential stand loss that we might have seen earlier in the season. So those are a few things to think about as we get started this planting season. And if you have any questions, always feel free to contact your Channel SeedPro or your Channel Technical Agronomist. Have a great spring.